Imagine a weapon that can't be tracked, intercepted, or even seen. A weapon made not of steel or explosives but of pure code. In the shadows of cyberspace, this new kind of missile travels at the speed of light, invisible to the naked eye and undetectable by traditional defenses. This is the dawn of a new era in warfare where lines of code can cripple infrastructure, disrupt economies, and even decide the fate of nations. The most powerful weapon is no longer forged in factories but written in programming languages, crafted by minds rather than machines. This is the new arms race: artificial intelligence. For decades, global power was measured in nuclear warheads and aircraft carriers, symbols of brute force and industrial might. But now, supremacy is determined by algorithms, data, and the ability to outthink the enemy in milliseconds. The 21st century battlefield is digital, silent, and moving at breakneck speed. The weapon that will define our future isn't a bomb, it's a synthetic brain, learning and acting faster than any human. These AI systems can analyze vast oceans of information, predict enemy moves, and launch counterattacks before a human even blinks. This is not science fiction, it's the reality of 2025. The nation that masters AI will control not just information but the very logic of modern warfare, shaping economies, influencing public opinion, and rewriting the rules of engagement. The US once led this race, with Silicon Valley as its crown jewel, driving innovation and setting the pace for the world. But that era is ending. While the West celebrated its tech giants and basked in past achievements, another power quietly built its own arsenal, investing heavily in research, talent, and infrastructure. This wasn't just imitation, it was innovation on a massive scale. The launch of DeepSeek, a Chinese AI model, landed like a geopolitical earthquake. It signaled the end of unchallenged American tech supremacy and announced a new contender on the world stage. The race for AI dominance is wide open, and the leader is no longer clear. The future of global power will be decided by code, not jets. DeepSeek's arrival proved the old rules no longer apply, and that innovation can come from anywhere, at any time. The world is waking up to a new reality. Computational power is the new currency of power. The next global leader will be the one who builds the smartest, fastest, and most adaptable machine. The game has changed, and the stakes have never been higher. Every nation, every corporation, is now a player in this high-stakes contest. The question now, who will control the future? In this new world, the answer will be written not in treaties or armies, but in lines of code. For decades, the world believed the West, especially the US, was the engine of innovation. The narrative was simple: if you wanted to change the world, you looked to America. From the earliest days of computing, the West set the pace, and its breakthroughs shaped the modern era. Silicon Valley was the future, and everyone else was playing catch-up. The region became a symbol of limitless possibility, where garage startups could become global giants overnight. The brightest minds from every corner of the globe flocked to American universities, chasing the dream of technological greatness. These institutions became melting pots of talent, fueling the next wave of innovation. Western tech companies were untouchable titans. Their influence stretched across continents, shaping economies and societies. The idea that China could surpass the West in core technology seemed unthinkable, almost laughable to many. But while the world watched Google and OpenAI, a quiet revolution brewed in the East. China invested heavily in research, education, and infrastructure, determined to become the world's laboratory. New labs, universities, and tech parks sprang up, signaling a shift in ambition and capability. The West dismissed these efforts as mere imitation, a costly mistake. DeepSeek shattered the myth of Western supremacy, proving that innovation knows no borders. It wasn't a copycat, it was a world-class AI, built by a homegrown team. Their achievement forced the world to reconsider old assumptions. Suddenly, the old narrative felt fragile and outdated, replaced by a new sense of possibility. The global map of technological power is being redrawn before our eyes. The game of catch-up is over, and the rules have changed. A new race has begun, and the West is no longer alone at the starting line. The world has changed, and so has the balance of power. The future of technology is now a truly global contest, with new leaders emerging and old certainties fading away. DeepSeek didn't come from a Silicon Valley giant. It was built by a small team from China's Tsinghua University. Against all odds, they created DeepSeek V2, a model that rivals Google's Gemini and OpenAI's GPT-4. Their secret: efficiency. While Western firms spent billions scaling up, DeepSeek focused on smarter, leaner architecture. They trained their model on massive data at a fraction of the cost. This wasn't just an improvement, it was a paradigm shift. Now, smaller teams can innovate without bottomless budgets. DeepSeek's efficiency accelerates innovation and levels the playing field. Developers worldwide were stunned by its speed, accuracy, and affordability. For the first time, a Chinese AI model became a global contender. The message to the West: dominance is no longer guaranteed. A new, leaner model of innovation has arrived. DeepSeek's success upended a core belief that a Western degree was the ultimate ticket to success. For generations, China's brightest aspired to Harvard or MIT, but DeepSeek was built by Tsinghua graduates, proof that world-class innovation can come from home. The value of a costly Western degree is being questioned. Chinese companies now see domestic graduates as better equipped for local challenges. The prestige of a Western diploma is fading. This shift dismantles a key pillar of Western soft power. China's universities are rising and the incentive to study abroad is shrinking. The old system is breaking down. A new multipolar world of knowledge is emerging. The decline of Western education's value in China is now reality. Once a foreign degree guaranteed top jobs and high salaries. Now returning graduates find themselves on equal or even lesser footing with domestic peers. Chinese companies prioritize homegrown talent from elite universities. DeepSeek's success proves domestic education produces world-class innovators. Tsinghua graduates often outshine those from mid-tier American schools. Many sea turtles struggle to justify their overseas investment. The flow of talent to the West is slowing, even reversing. China is building a self-sufficient world-leading ecosystem. The fading allure of a Western degree marks the end of an era. China's confidence is rising, the age of dependency is over. China's job market is building a new barrier, the Great Wall of Employment. It's not physical, but a set of rules favoring homegrown talent. State-owned enterprises and strategic sectors now restrict hiring of foreign-educated Chinese for sensitive roles. The message: the most important work goes to those trained in China. Private companies echo this, celebrating domestic graduates and questioning the value of foreign degrees. They argue local education better prepares talent for China's fast-paced tech scene. The result? A protected class of jobs for domestic graduates. As more top jobs go to locals, Chinese universities gain prestige. The best students stay home, fueling more innovation. The wall grows higher, reshaping the global flow of talent. The shift is now policy, not just preference. China's tech ecosystem is becoming self-reinforcing. DeepSeek's rise is a wake-up call for the West. This isn't just about jobs or commercial competition, it's about national security. The West assumed it would always lead in technology. That's no longer true. AI is the foundation for future military and intelligence power. Modern warfare is now a battle of data, algorithms, and autonomous systems. The nation that leads in AI will have a decisive military edge. AI controls cyber attacks, intelligence gathering, logistics, every critical domain. China's success with DeepSeek proves it's a top contender. The competition is now about building the brain that will control global security. The US military's dream of decision dominance depends on AI. If China's trajectory continues, the US could lose the technological arms race. The stakes have never been higher. The West must act fast. DeepSeek is just the beginning of China's grand AI strategy. The AI-powered dragon has awakened, aiming not just to compete but to surpass the West. China's government is investing massively, cultivating talent and integrating AI into every sector. Its universities produce more AI graduates than any other country. With vast data and government support, China's AI ecosystem is self-sustaining. Military-civil fusion means commercial breakthroughs quickly become military assets. The same AI that writes code could power cyber weapons or autonomous drones. China's seamless integration of tech and defense is a powerful advantage. The West is up against a rival that's strategically aligned and moving with purpose. For China, AI is a national imperative, key to prosperity, security, and leadership. DeepSeek is the poster child of this new era. It fuses academic brilliance, commercial efficiency, and national ambition. The world has been put on notice. The story of this century is the story of artificial intelligence, a force quietly reshaping every aspect of our lives, from the way we work and communicate to the very balance of global power. In the shadows of innovation, a new kind of race has been unfolding, one that most of us never even realized was happening. The US thought it was leading, confident in its technological prowess and history of innovation. But DeepSeek's sudden emergence suggests the race may already be lost, and the finish line crossed before we even saw it. The future now belongs to those who can master the code of intelligence itself, those who can teach machines to think, adapt, and outpace human limitations. The West, distracted by its own debates and bureaucracy, ignored the warning signs, mistaking China's relentless ambition for empty rhetoric. But while the world watched, China was quietly building something extraordinary. Now, China is innovating at the highest level, with a self-reliant talent pipeline, seamless military integration, and a unified vision that fuses government, industry, and academia. The West is competing as a collection of countries and companies, China as a single coordinated system, focused, determined, and moving with purpose. The weapon that will decide global leadership isn't a missile or a tank, it's an algorithm, invisible but immensely powerful, capable of shaping economies, militaries, and societies. The nation wielding this power can reshape the world order without firing a single shot, redrawing borders and alliances through sheer technological dominance. The balance of power is tipping, almost imperceptibly, toward the leader in AI, a shift that could redefine what it means to be a superpower. The myth of Western supremacy is over, the old rules no longer apply, and the world is waking up to a new reality. DeepSeek's launch wasn't the start of the race, it was the moment we realized we'd been left behind, catching only a glimpse of the winners back as they crossed the finish line. The future is here, powered by AI, unfolding faster than anyone expected, and changing the world in ways we're only beginning to understand. The urgent question now is clear: can America still compete at all, or has the race for AI supremacy already been decided?